I'll say something right after you do this paragraph before we go into our topic.
Welcome back, Season 2, Episode 9 of your Leaders Only digital show and podcast, brought to you here by What a Change, Inc. and Tone Drone TV. I'm your host, Kendell.
And I'm Semaj.
Today we're discussing growing together. So please invite your friends to check us out, check our show out, have a watch party, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, hit pound, replay in the comment section if you miss us on the live stream. You can always email us at leadersonly22@gmail.com if you want to get at us and send any thoughts, prayers, any topics, any questions, anything that you want us to bring to the table. Just reach out, and we're going to dive into the show,
All right, well, welcome back, guys. We pray everybody's in good spirits. We know that there's a lot going on, as always, man, these days. But the guy that's circulating right now, the biggest story in our community is Tyree Nichols.
Yes, sir.
And as we always like to speak about, and the perspective that we like to come from is first, just treat it if it was your family member, man. Try to be conscious of sharing that video. Also remember that these social media platforms don't have an age limit. So that's who I would really, at this point, we kind of getting desensitized to it as adults. Doesn't make it right, but it does, send post-traumatic stress disorder and trigger us in certain ways to go do certain things that I believe that they would like us to do. But most of all, a lot of children are seeing these things for the first or second time, and it really hits them in a way that they probably can't believe it. First and foremost, we're talking about police, in which we're trying to tell them are there to protect them.
Right.
So that for them to see something like that, then you have to identify with a young brother of color who's going to one day grow into, well, we're praying that they make it to that age at this point, that they just grow into being adults and become, copper colored men. And with that, we're supposed to be sticking together, so that can send a signal of distrust, of disloyalty, of just let down in so many ways. And as I said, it's kind of becoming redundant to where it kind of feels like it makes us trigger us, and it's going to make us go out and do some outlandish emotional things. It's time to be, like we continuously speak about, emotional, intelligent. And when you do see some things like that, man, my question is always, man, that's why I always say we the people, and we need to unite, and we need to think of each other as family, because at that point the line has been drawn, and those guys are enemies, and it should be a community that come out and we outnumber them. And I'm a person that I'm all about peace and love, but that's the type of stuff I will fight for. You know what I'm saying? If we got to fight, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? But let's fight for the advancement of us, of something bigger, because they trying to wipe us out in some way. Like, that's a blatant description. We can't even call it colors anymore.
It's true.
You know what I mean? This is not a black thing, a white thing. This is a wrong or right thing, So protect your emotions, continue to eat well, continue to meditate. We're on a 3-day fast starting today. I'm running the 3-day liquid fast, all my plant-based guys and ladies out there who are partaking. Big ups to you, but keep trying to just stay on top of your emotions and stay into yourself, operating in love. I know it's tough, but this is the toughest time. When it's tough, this is the time of a true test, and see how we're going to pass the test. So as I always say, keep your number 2 pencil ready by being prepared, so you don't have to be prepared.
Yes, sir, man. Wow. Yeah, so we do send the prayers out to that family, and always, man, just know that when you do channel your emotions, it can go either right or wrong. Even if you do have a hold on them, you see that gentleman, he had a hold on his emotions and did everything right, and still, was outnumbered and lost his life. So we do pray for that family. Yeah. So we're gonna dive into the show, man. So some things that I always have on my mind, and I try to work on and keep on pace, no matter if I'm on my own path or following, taking things from my brother path, or taking things from people that offer advice, or anything I can see that I can apply to my life. So how do we keep from growing apart as we pursue our independent endeavors?
Repeat that one more time.
I said, how do we keep from growing apart as we pursue our independent endeavors?
I'm trying to find an answer to that, man. I mean, I could always offer suggestions, but I'm really trying to find the answer to that. I used to think it was religion. I used to think that we would at least bow it down for God. And then before that, I will always speak on, like, I like to speak on a lot, just tribal and things like that. Because when I think about the tribe, I think about an order. I think about back in the day there was some type of order. So there was a chain of command. So it wasn't like, here's a hand, right? It's stronger as a fist. That's the easiest way I can say it, right? And I just seen this on Math Hoffa, and it was so true. Because when you wiggle like this, you could slap somebody with the forces in a punch. You know what I mean? So this is 5 people. One going that way, one going that way, one going that way, one going that way. We're not getting as much done as we could get done together. So I try to just re-emphasize on that. Also in my mind, I just try to be respectful and give people their time. But if we continue to look at the clock, we're running out of time. So with me being respectful, I try to also still continue to put things up there that matter, you know, on my social media. You know, I'm moving and grooving, trying to help the youth, trying to still push the leadership. But now, okay, you can promote, or you can get out here and you can really go do the work that ain't nobody doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a language that we all can identify. Most people have children, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still willing to lay it on the line and go with our mission statement and go with our tags say and say, be a leader. Well, it's time for, we need some. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I mean, you gotta keep trying to be respectful, but look at what we're talking about. We're talking about Tyree, and we're talking about Mike Brown, and we're talking about George Floyd. It's like, man, how many more before we come together? Like we were speaking with at the table last week with myself, you, Ash. Yeah, we have a family. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, you're born into one. But if you're born into one, you know, we can't wait. I can't continue to wait on those numbers. You know what I mean? We can. The strength is in the numbers. So I think some of the things we can do is first heal. You know what I mean? I'm just pushing people like, yo, if you fall in love with yourself, I promise you want to run into more people that's falling in love with themselves. Period. You're going to want to treat people with respect, because you want to be around people that's going to treat you with respect. You're going to want to be around people who shooting out ideas because you want people to hear your ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at some point, we have to come together, and it's like, it's sounding redundant because Malcolm said it in the 60s. You know, Dr. Cloyd Anderson was saying it now. The brother that was on the 85 South show, he was up there just crying, bro. So even sending a prayer to Tyree Nichols' family, I just send one out to the brothers and the sisters, right. Man. We're just tired, bro. Right. You can see it in the faces of our people, but we got to put the action behind it. So I think that's one of the way that we got to weigh. I think if we weigh, okay, your independent endeavor, okay, how much is it contributing to all of us? Your independent endeavor, how far would it take all of us? Because we've been here 30-something years, and we all tried it independently. We didn't get to the promised land. These are my examples. These are the only things that I have to go by. So we didn't do it independently, but we never tried. We never, ever tried collectively as a family of 40, 50, 60, 10 to say, look, we literally on the whiteboard. Everybody go get a whiteboard. We can do Zoom now. Everybody go get a whiteboard. We are doing 10 things. Whoop, 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 whoop. Guess what? Collectively. Number 1, we did it, y'all. Number 2, till we get to 10, and then we'll write another. But you got to have people that's serious. You got to look at these babies, man. That's why I'm just trying to and highlight the youth, man. Probably take our brand and show y'all, man. It's kids out here that don't be eating, man. End of their workout, they looking for the fruit, the sandwich, all that, because they don't get a nice home-cooked meal. You know, they start putting stuff in perspective. We always send a lot of money over to the Africas and looking out for the Mexico or 25 cents here. Man, I'm telling you, man, there's people right around you within 5 minutes that ain't eating, man. I'm telling you, man. So at some point, it got to become about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done had a ball. We doing it big. We doing it, but we don't have to wait till we're rich. Everybody be like, man, when I get rich, I'm going to take care of the hood. I'm going to give back. Man, we are the hood. We are the neighborhood. We are the community, man. We got to do this some way. So that's how I think, man. I just right now I'm operating in respect. So I'm trying to respect everybody's idea. I'm trying to respect everybody's whatever you're doing. Make me a believer. You know what I'm saying? I want to help. So with that, you know, that's some of the ways, man. Because I honestly can't answer that question to a T right now, because adults gonna do what they want to do, and it's sad.
So how I look at it, I look at it somewhat some of the same. But I approach things now. I feel like I just take what I can apply to me, and also I make people believers. You know, I know what I got to do. I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. You know, I know things that we agreed on. Some of them I felt slipped on, but some of them I rebound on. So I'm really not even discouraged by that. I just feel like I know what I got to do, so I kind of keep quiet and just apply it in action. So that's my main thing. If you feel like you could do it and you got a vision, I don't never change your vision, man. Go for your vision, and if they believe in you, they're gonna support you just like you support them. That's why I always support my brother and everything that him and my other brother Deuce do. I always post. I always just support them, you know, because I love them, and plus I love the gear. You know, I ain't gonna front like it ain't stylish, because it definitely is. And everything that they do put out to me, whether it's what I like or not, it's the truth. So I apply what I need to apply, and if I slip up, I don't get discouraged. I just rebound and go back. How do we continue to grow in times of adversity and when we disagree? We kind of touched on certain things of that, but I'll let you go ahead and answer that first.
Again, I'm going to keep running to the healing, you know, self-love. Again, it's been a long time since men, you know, and I speak from a man's perspective. I don't jump in on women's conversations until I'm talking to a woman and she bring it up first. Just like I know I put the clip up today. A young lady spoke first, so I can't wait to keep putting it out. But as far as men, man, I would love to just see us heal, man, because you could say something as small as, not pertaining to you, but you could say something as small as, man, Dak Prescott sucked, yo. And that leads to somebody called, by the end of the conversation, somebody calling you a bitch. And it's like, dang, bro,
F you,
off over another male. Yeah. So, man, we got so much adversity on the outside. We don't need to create. I think we should stop creating things that don't mean that much. You know, utilizing that 5-minute, 5-year rule. If it ain't gonna matter 5 years from now, we got to stop wasting 5 minutes on it, man, because that 5 minutes turns into 50 minutes. That 5-minute decision turns into 50 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's like healing, man. Healing is the only way you can be able to be emotionally intelligent enough to have a conversation, even when you're indifferent. You know, even when there is adversity. Like right now, they're trying to trigger us. It's going to take some people around, some people, like I was just telling the young brothers on the team, like, you're going to have to do some extra work. You know what I mean? Because everybody is not emotionally there. Everybody's not able to put the fire out. Some people are nothing but lighter fluid. Right. You got to be water. You know what I mean? We got to be water to come put that fire out. You know what I'm saying? We have to be, or it's just going to be a bunch of us keep saying, well, wait for this person, wait for the president, wait for the police, wait for Jesus, wait for the... Man, at some point, you know, the Most High, the universe, the birds, the bees, they looking at us like we crazy because they working together. You know, when you see a flock of birds flying, it's always in a V. It's always in a pen. When you see the school, it's a school of fish. The animals get it right. Like, so at some point, man, we have to stop arguing, bro. They got more sense than we do. You know what I mean? So that's part of it. Again, no answer is the complete answer. Right. We screwed up right now. Yeah, we are, man. We got some healing to do.
Absolutely. We try to do that every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't even have an answer for that because, like, I totally agree with that.
All right. So, what can we do when we get distracted or off track?
I always got an accountability partner. You always rebound and let me know when I'm off track. Plus, I mean, I self check myself with my notes every 3 months. I write my little bit of goals that I plan to do. I'm excellent now at channeling my anger, so now, like, I catch my triggers fast. I really don't even bother to argue. And like I said, just if you watch more, listen more, and talk less, like, you'll learn a lot. So I kind of like been watching and paying attention. So big shouts out to my man Jay Flo at Grind Hard, Dream Big. We got a charity game coming up, a basketball charity game coming up. We will be attending that. I'll be playing in the game. It's February 14th. So we will be doing that. So I just wanted to say that too. But yeah, that's just what it is with me. I kind of notice everything, my anger and things like that. So.
Okay. Yeah. So moving forward, we still want to keep informed about the mental health line, the emergency number, which is 988, and the importance of getting help when you're feeling at risk, when you're not feeling like your best self. And in this year, 2023, be sure to take your time, take some self-care out, eat right, eat better, do the things that work for you, you know what I mean? Start making better decisions, exercise, meditate, yoga, chess, a hobby, volunteering. We need to start saying that more, helping others. It does raise your frequency, you know what I'm saying? It does kind of make you happy to see somebody else smile. So practice putting a smile on somebody else's face. And a healthy, productive life, it always starts in the mirror. So don't be afraid to look in the mirror. Self-accountability. Point out the bad things so you can get on the right track. But you have to point them out, in order to move forward.
Yes, sir. And it's always good to have an accountability partner or somebody that could point out when you are doing wrong, so you can take your constructive criticism. Especially if you slipping or falling. If they love you, they ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. All right. But moving on, what are some different things that we can do to continue to grow together?
Again, I'm gonna continue to say heal, and keep healing. But stick to your word, man. You know how I am, man. I get upset, I get hurt because if I tell you something, I'm gonna do it. It don't matter. You don't have to remind me. I always want people to know that they can believe in me. Stop trying to control me. Stop trying to own me, and know that I'm literally here to sent here to help. You know what I'm saying? And that's on all fronts. I've helped many of people. And I'm not looking for the he helped me out award. But I get tired of hearing people say, man, I ain't got nobody, man. Because you like, yo, then I ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, when you want to do right, when you want to, and I'm not even going to say when you want to do right. When you really want to say, people want to save. People want to get out of debt. People want better credit. People want help on their dream. If I sit here and say, yo, I'm sent here to do all these things, stop wavering away from it. You know what I'm saying? And me too. I got to control my anger when people let me down in the sense of, man, it's a team. I look at it like, all right, if we on the Brooklyn Nets, you know what I'm saying? You can't go hang out with the Lakers during the season, you know what I'm saying? They gonna distract you, so we lose. That's how I see it, and I won't do nothing different. Because when I'm going, all of these meetings I'm in, man, I've been countless meetings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even getting paid yet or anything, nothing like that. But I'm thinking about this team. We need cameramen. We need YouTubes to get together for the players. We need more coaches, life coaches, mental health coaches. So I'm thinking about staff. I'm thinking about, man, how can this person help me? How can this, and what skill do they have, and what skill do they have? So I always walk in with the tribe on my mind, but I have to make sure that they're ready, because I'm not just any old body. Like I was just telling somebody yesterday, I'm not doing it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if the owner is selling a health product and he eating a chicken sandwich, I'm not supporting them, yo. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't rock like that. And it may be weird to some people, because some people, they want the money first. I have to stand on this, man, because there's something in me that's telling me to do it. You know what I mean? I never said, like I keep saying, 100 billion ain't it for me. But if I got 100 people with $1 million, we cleaned up the credit, we got life, we can make some things shake, I feel better about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's some techniques that I think we can do better, knock out our goals, do what we say we're going to do so we can have new things. So, I could cheer you on and vice versa. I could say, all right, yo, you got the training joint. I got the certification for cooking, as you can see. I've been waiting, you know what I mean? We ready to knock, pop, pop, pop. I got your back, you know what I'm saying? And challenge one another to continue to get better and respect one another. And we say we love each other. All you got to do is show me you love me, because I'm going to show you, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to scream it out. I'm not here to talk, like when you all the stuff about jail and when you come home and stuff, I tell you, I'm ready for the redemption story. I always told you, You got to deal with what you deal with the way you deal with it. We're two individuals, and that's right. You may feel a certain way about stuff, but I could care less. I don't need no revenge. I don't need no. Our revenge. I know where you can go. I've been around you my whole life. I know how great you are. He didn't skip a beat when he made me and say skip Kendell, skip Ashley. Man, I want to win on these fools. You know what I'm saying? I really want to help these children. I really want to show that it ain't just one child. No, man, we all, man, we man, all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel in that regard.
I feel that way to a certain extent. Sometimes I'll be feeling like if it ain't your way, bro, it don't go. You gotta like push people away.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's not fair.
Right. But at the same time,
but I understand.
We agree on something. That's the only thing I'm saying. I go by what people tell me. That's why I always ask what you say. And if people, like I just said about the owner, if you don't eat right, if you gonna party, I don't care if you my brother, my sister, my mother, my cousin, I'm done.
So that means you won't let them in your tribe.
Yeah, that's a fact,
so
because you're destroying yourself.
It's not wrong for us to still pursue our dream.
Right. I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say that.
But that's
I'm
how
just saying
you make
I won't
us
be there
feel
for
sometimes.
I won't.
I'm not even gonna say us. I'm just say me.
Yeah.
That's how you make me feel.
Right.
Bro, if I'm working myself back into something that traumatized me, I don't like cooking right now.
Right. No, that ain't had nothing to do with it.
I'm saying. Just listen.
But that ain't had nothing to do with it.
But I'm just listening to what I'm saying. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Okay.
This is how I feel. I feel like you pushed me away because I'm not out selling herbs. I'm not out. This is how I feel, bro.
Right.
This is just how I feel. I'm just letting you know how I feel. So this is how I feel. You know, it's not wrong for me to feel this way because this is how I feel in your action.
Right.
Okay? I'm not saying I love you less. I'm not saying I'm mad. I chose to continue to push forward and prove you wrong.
And what though? Because I never asked you to sell herbs with me. I don't want people to sell herbs. I want people to clean up their act so we can do stuff together.
So what makes you think I'm not cleaning up my act?
If
because I work
still,
a lot?
If people still eat wrong, if we spend a whole year together and people still eat a certain way.
I don't want to be a vegan though.
Okay, and I don't want to be around people and work with people that's not plant-based. I said this though.
I'm plant-based though.
No, that's not. Vegan and plant-based are totally different. So if you still eat meat, if you eat flour, if you eat milk, if you eat, I'm anal about that. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
But that's not fair if you're going to push your union. You saying that we are together and you want your fist.
Right.
Bro, that's not fair.
It is, because I'm willing to go work at Starbucks.
So, and I'm willing to pursue
I'm willing
my
to go,
own
hold on. But I'm willing to.
You wrong.
Right, but it's not proven. I don't want nobody to prove me wrong.
Why?
Because I know that people can be successful. We seen billionaires.
So we can't be successful because I eat
Yes,
meat?
I just said this. We got an aunt laying in bed right now. That's what I'm saying. I did the studying and stuff.
So if I eat free-form meat,
that's
I can't
not
live
free-form meat, bro. You got to look at okay, where does diabetes come from? It's not just meat. If we're gonna really do this, it's gonna be
over-cessing.
No, it don't.
It doesn't?
No, let me speak. I'll let you speak because I don't want nobody. Because you said something about speaking about herbs. I don't want nobody to sell nothing with me. No, when we spoke, we said great fuel, fitness, and kitchen. Right. I was the kitchen.
And I'm doing the fitness.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you to do that. That ain't had nothing to do with selling.
It takes 6 months.
It's been more than 6 months.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
November to May. It's 6 months.
Kendell, we talked about
November
this back
to
in
May
September.
to get a certificate.
It takes 3 months. I signed up for the training course. It takes 3. I'm just saying. That's why I'm saying.
So I got it on my phone. It takes 6 months.
I got it. The AC3.
You don't have a master training course.
I do. I have the. I
so
was
you
about
have
to do
master
it. I was
training
about
when
to
you got 8 courses.
What I'm saying
is,
it's a certification, and I was going to sign up for it. You said that you could get it for free, so I said forget it.
No, I didn't say I can get it for free. I said my group that I graduated from is sponsoring it.
So they paying for it.
So they paid for it.
So you didn't have to pay for it.
No, I had to do the work to get it. So
right. So they were going to pay for it.
Right.
That's what I just said. You can get it for free because they're willing to pay for it. Right. I was willing to pay for it out of my pocket to do it myself. But since you said you was going to get it, I said, cool, I'll just worry about the food. And which I told you, I'm not here to put unreasonable expectations on people. So I said, whenever you get whatever you get, but me, I'm going to keep going because I can hit my goal. I set it out, I'm going to do it. With you or anybody else, before we even spoke, I told you, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Even with El Capitan, even with everything, bro. None of that don't move me. Celebrities don't move me. Doing it. If we can't all get in one accord, I got an aunt laying in bed. I just spent more than 3 years with daddy on my own, literally changing his diapers and all this, and these are all from bad habits. I'm not going to go back and forth with what people want to do on their own. I'm saying any people that want to eat right, get into their best, That's who I'm waiting on.
And I eat right though. So what makes you think
because
that I don't eat
okay,
right?
just now you just ate a coffee cake. Now go look at the I'm
not going to
I'm
break
just saying
down
go look at the ingredients. You're not willing to do that. I'm cool with that.
Okay,
I'm saying anybody running with me, because that's how serious you gotta be. Because even in the drinking water, you can go do a test, bro. They got drugs in the drinking water.
Bro,
I'm not saying it's you.
What I'm saying
I'm saying if they putting it in a coffee cake, for sure. I'm trying to stop what
like
we've
I said,
been through.
I'm not perfect.
I'm not
trying to be perfect, but I am working on myself, and I have been giving back, and I have been doing what I have to do, and I am going to pursue what I have to pursue.
Nobody said nothing about that, but that's when you just asked. The question on here was, how do we do it collectively?
You said
that
we gotta
heal.
Always
we have to heal. We do, because that's affecting our minds. No, it ain't no way in the world you got the emotional intelligence. Bro. Exactly. So we just spent the whole year, and you're still eating certain things and doing certain things, and still willing to eat a piece of candy. I won't even eat a piece of candy. I'm saying it's that serious with me. Okay. It's that serious.
Well,
and then there's a whole.
It takes people years
and it's a
to
whole,
get that way,
right,
bro. It took you 8 years to get that way. No, it didn't. So you did that overnight?
I've been eating.
You did that in 1 year? You did all that in 1 year?
Hold on. I've been eating once a day.
Have you did that all in 1 year?
I can answer your question. It took me 4 years to be exact. And I've been eating for once a day for 3 years. I don't put my lifestyle on people. What I'm saying is,
you just did.
What
you
I'm
said
I can't answer the question.
If you can't do what I can do,
I can't answer the question.
You can't be in my
tribe.
tribe.
No, I did not. I said if
yes,
you're not willing to become your best version of you, that's going to take that. That's what it's going to take. And if you're not willing to do that, I'm willing to back off. Because you're going to find people, you know why? You're going to find more people than me that's willing to party with you, eat candy with you, do all the wrong stuff. Hold on.
So, all that, I go to work out.
Bro, I've been with you for a whole year. Y'all have been to a outing and things like that.
Absolutely.
Exactly. No, I haven't.
You haven't went to a baseball game with me?
Yeah, for your birthday.
Okay, but you went to an outing though. But you went to an outing though.
I was trying to build with my business partner. I would have never took you if we wasn't going to work together.
Bro.
I don't spend money unless we're going to work together. That's on anything. I'm dead serious. I won't waste money at the football the football team if we're not going to work together. And the same thing goes for the coaches there and all that. That's why I said the training staff that we have, go ask both of them. If we're not going to work together, if y'all not willing to change. That's why I'm one person's meal. I'm his meal prep and mental health coach. That's how this started. I don't want to work with y'all doing the wrong thing no more, because it breaks me down. When you leave me, I don't know what you're doing. You could be doing anything, and I'm over there I'm still doing the right thing. I'm still doing what we set out to do. And speaking even further, did you hit all your goals last year? No, I'm here to help you hit them. Everything I told you I would do, though, I hit it. Hit them. I can prove it. That's my thing. If y'all gonna do it, y'all always do it. But prove it when y'all say y'all gonna prove it. Don't take 6, 7. No, you told me it would be done by the end of the year.
Hey, things happen in life, bro.
Things happen to me. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's why I back off of you, and I'm that serious with other people.
And I picked it up. So
right.
That's why I'm back
cool with that. And I'm cool with that.
And I'm doing it without you.
Exactly.
All I need is your love. That's it.
No, that's not it.
That's not fair.
That's not
fair.
I love you regardless.
So why can't you support me? Period.
I do support you, but I don't know what to support.
You don't post my business.
What? I've been sharing your stuff.
You haven't posted my cooking.
What cooking?
Come on, bro.
I don't have your cooking stuff is not a business yet.
No,
but
I do
share your clean. I share your cleaning stuff more than me, but I'm done doing that for people. That's what I'm saying.
And I don't ask you.
I'm done. Right.
I just do it.
Right. I don't need you to. I don't ask nobody to do nothing. But with this the thing with me. This the thing with me.
I didn't ask you to do me. I do it out of love, just like you supposed to.
I did. I'm done doing that. You know I used to post your stuff all the time.
Used to.
Exactly.
I still do.
I
still do though.
I don't care.
That's not fair.
It is fair.
That's not fair.
I can answer your question.
That's not fair, bro.
I'm not gonna.
The point